Marcus Riley turned down 3 job interviews on purpose. On paper, he was unemployed. In reality, he was hiding. And it took one old monk under a minute to call him out on it. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll see the exact moment stuck quietly turns into safe, and the real reason it gets harder to climb out the longer you wait. Marcus was 29 when the warehouse shut down, and his job disappeared with it. First month, he applied everywhere. Second month, less. By month 5, he was back in his childhood bedroom, rent-free, unemployment check landing like clockwork, days blurring into scrolling and silence. Nobody was chasing him for anything, and that, somehow, was the scariest part. Here's what nobody tells you about being jobless for a while. The couch doesn't just get comfortable, it gets convincing. His mom, worried sick, signed him up for a weekend retreat at a small monastery 2 hours outside Scranton. Marcus went mostly just to get her to stop calling twice a day. That's where he met the monk. 80-something, quiet. The kind of man who listened like your words actually cost him something. The monk didn't ask what Marcus did for work. He asked, "How many interviews have you actually gone to?" Marcus lied. The monk just nodded, like he already knew the real number. That evening, the monk told him about a rat. The rat fell into a deep well. At the bottom sat a mountain of cheese, more than it could eat in a lifetime. There was one way out, one hard jump to the rim, right away, while the pile was still tall enough to launch from. But the rat was hungry, and scared, and tired. So it ate. One bite became a week became a life. And here's the cruel math nobody warns you about. Every bite the rat took lowered the very platform it needed to jump from. The safer it felt, the further the rim climbed away. The monk leaned in. "Marcus, that unemployment check, that's your cheese. It's not the enemy. But every week you stay just for it, the jump gets a little further away." Marcus went quiet. He was thinking about the interview he'd skipped that morning. Quick science, no fluff. Researchers call this the scarring effect of unemployment. The longer someone stays out of work, the more employers unconsciously discount them, and the person's own confidence drops too, making the next attempt feel even riskier. The well doesn't get deeper. You get smaller inside it. Marcus didn't fix everything overnight, but Monday he showed up to an interview he'd have skipped a week earlier. Nervous, underprepared, honest. He didn't get that job. He got the next one 6 weeks later. Because he kept jumping instead of eating. The well isn't the danger. The cheese is. Comfort doesn't trap you with walls. It traps you with reasons to wait one more week. So, what's the cheese keeping you at the bottom of your well right now? Tell me below, and follow for more such stories.